how much is the budget allocated for the 13th Southeast Asian Games and how was it utilized? The question is for
Yes. Thank you and welcome to the budget hearing. No, so, I'll tell you the history, di ba? So, nung in-offer sa atin, and then kinausap si Senator Subiri to lead, and then nag-meeting sila sa Malacanang, but hindi magkasundo yung POC at saka Malacanang. So, in-announce na ni Chairman Sir Butch na we will decline yung hosting. Having said that, napaka-successful ng ating 50th ASEAN. And I don't know if it was about that time or going to that time, yung bidding for the 2023 World Cup. No? So all of these things came together. So when we went to Malacanang and had a small meeting and we were informed that the President would allow us to host and is asking me to chair dahil ako nagdapit sa mga different sectors, we prepared the budget. Ang first question kasi natin is, anong klaseng hosting? More of the same? Mas pangit ba kaso sa Malaysia? Mas maganda? And the thing is, nandun ako sa closing ceremony ng Malaysia. Grabe yung pride na binigay sa buong nation, sa mga atleta. Grabe yung hope. Grabe yung drive, no? Sa mga tao to do better. At nakita ko yung mga facilities nila. And for us, yung mga ka-age ko, na hindi na bata, pero hindi pa naman seniors, inabot ko pa yung sinasabi talaga ng aking ama na, we were much modern, more modern than Malaysia, much more modern than Thailand, di ba? Or halos kapantay ng Thailand, na inabot pa nila ang Hong Kong at Singapore na medyo fishing villages. So nung nakita ko yung mga facilities ng Malaysia, hindi lang wow, pero parang ba't ganon? Ba't sa Pilipinas hindi ganon, di ba? So when we made the budget, the hosting alone, 9 billion yung present. Kinat down to ng DBM, naging 7 billion. But ang sinabing ni Sir Tats at in-endorse ng buong fisco was itemized yung budget. Yung buong 7 billion na yun ay itemized. Pumasa yun sa House Committee, ako nag-present. Pumasa sa House plenary, I was there behind the chairman who presented it. Pumasa sa Senate Committee, I was there and presented it. But by the time nag-plenary, nag-resign na ako from DFA to run for the Taguig Patero seat in Congress. What happened there is that tinanggalan ng 2 billion. And upon the questioning of Senator Drilon and their talks on the side with Secretary Locsin and with and the Executive Director for Finance ng PSC, Merly, sinabi nila that they can do it for less, no? At medyo napagsabihan nga ni Chair Bush because we weren't in the hearing. And kami ang may hawak nung kumagkano. So, hindi rin naman mali si Merlin saying you can do it for less. Of course, you can do it for less. Diba? Pag sinabi, gagaling kita sa 5-star hotel, sabihin mo, hindi ba pwede mas murang hotel? Maraming mas murang hotel. Pero hindi 5-star hotel yun. And ang pangako natin sa ating Pangulo, sa mga atleta, we will have a 5-star hosting. So that is why Sir Tats insisted that Asian standard, because if we do Asian standard, makikilala tayo sa sporting world, then they can come back. So yung 5 billion na yun went down to 5. And I talked to Malacanang and to the cabinet and told them, hindi na namin ito matutuloy ang problema, it's too late in the game. Eh kasi ano na yun between January to March na ng 2019, kasi nga, wala naman may akalain mag-change ng speaker sa House, tapos mag-aaway sa budget ang House, Senate at hindi dito na Malacanang. So ang nangyari, FISCOC had to raise its own money for several months just to continue. Okay? So the actual costing, we will give it to you, but it's the Senate who actually made the changes, kaya naging lump sum. separate ito, and VCD already has a statement and has presented this most of the time. I don't know, Sir Tat, if you want to go through mabilis lang, di ba? How much yung sa game services, how much yung sa ganyan. Or will we give them a copy na lang? Yeah, we'll give you a copy na lang, how it was spent. But every cent is accounted for. But what I'm saying is because PSC became the implementing agency, but they're not used to handling that big an amount, nagkaroon ng MOA yan with the DBMPS. So most of the funds were handled by the DBMPS procurement service. Yung hindi na nila kinaya, pinasa sa POC. Yung hindi na kinaya ng POC, mahabang usapan yon, ayaw namin tanggapin. Ang problema, hindi matutuloy yung hosting pa din. So what I can tell you now is simple. All public funds are being audited now by COA, and all private funds are being audited now by a credible and known auditor in the industry, no? And in a week or two siguro, everything will come out, pati yung libro na may finances. So if you ask me how much for the it's around 6 billion. Pero may mga sinoli nga kasi sa DBM nung nagkaroon ng COVID. So yun yung mga nire-reconcile na numbers.
Thank you, Chair Alan. We'd like to call Sandro Ochona. He has a question. He's from ABS-CBN.
Sir, yung pagsabit ito ng final book report, do you think ito na yung sagot doon sa maraming questions ever since you assumed position? And ano po yung reaction nila tungkol doon sa resolution ni Senator Risa Hontiveros kahapon?
Honestly, I don't think that's the end of it. Kasi ang tulong pwede mong gisingin eh. Pero yung gising hindi mo na pwedeng gisingin. Tutulog-tulugan lang. So all of these allegations naman from the start, most, not all, I will tell you what's legitimate. Yung legitimate, yung mga reklamo ng media nung nagdadatingan yung mga atleta, yung mga inconvenience, di ba? But beyond that, katulad ng fake kikiam news, yung fake news, these were all brought about simply because of politics. First, admin versus opposition, so ang grupo nila Risa, they've always been unfair with us on those issues. Then secondly, sa speakership fight last year, and then speakership fight last month, and then ngayon yung sa POC. So, am I expecting na magising sila isang araw at magkaroon ng konsensya? No, but I'm praying for them. But wala silang makikita, di ba? So, yun nga ang tanong ko kay Senator Risa or sa ibang gusto mag-imbestiga. Ano ba gusto niyo imbestigahan? If 4.5 trillion yung budget next year, 1 trillion or yung budget last year, gusto yung imbestigahan yung buong budget? Nag-iimbestiga ka kasi may allegation ka eh. Ninakaw to, minalito, etc. to, ganito, wala. Wala silang masabi kung anong gusto nilang imbestigahan eh. That's the reality. That's why they're muddling the issue. That's why most news outlets have stopped reporting yung black propaganda nila because wala silang mapakita kung hindi yung ngaw-ngaw lang, diba, about that. So, there are one or two who, yun nga, because of certain political connections, including yung kay Willie Fernandez, na hindi tumitigil, pero kung titignan mo yung content, parang story, and there's no truth to it. And the organizing committee will deal with that because it affects our reputation and our integrity. So don't get me wrong, we're open to all investigations. Pero yung fairness, nasaan, I mean, even sa ombudsman, di ba? For honesty and for our integrity and for transparency, sige. But medyo unheard of yun, just because na news, meron kang fact-finding. Pero co-cooperate kami doon at lahat ipapakita namin dahil walang pinatago. But yun nga, what these people want are witch hunts. Because they want control of the POC, di ba? And alam mo problema sa Pilipinas, pag successful ka, binabanatag ka eh. So siguro, akala nila, hindi natin maayos yung passport na problema sa DFA. Akala nila, hindi natin maayos yung problema ng mga OFWs. Akala nila, hindi yung magiging speaker. Akala nila, babaho ka pagka speaker ka, tumaas ang rating ng Congress. Akala nila yung bayanihan ng 1 and 2, lalo yung 2 kasi nagka-problema sa distribution ng 1, di ba? So sa Pilipinas naman ganun eh. That's why it's a reflection sa sports eh. In-expect ko na yung talangka or crab mentality sa politika, hindi ko in-expect sa sports. No? So katulad sa sports, no? Except for helping athletes right now, I have nothing to do with sports. Diba? Nagawa ko na yung pag-host. So sa akin, targetin nila ako, okay, pero hindi naman targetin ng SEA Games kasi buong bansa yan. If they want to target me personally, fair game yun kasi politiko ako eh. Diba? Kumbaga, I chose this life, public service, openness, diba? So katulad lang sabihin, magdidemanda yung ibang member ng POC. Eh hindi pa naman tapos yung 1-year period. At pinakita naman namin sa kanila na ongoing yung audit, di ba? So yun ang sinasabi ko, na mas madaling magkaroon ng headline sa kanila ng gano'n. Dahil ang trabaho lang nila manira, hindi naman makabuo. Kami ang trabaho namin makabuo, maayos ang sport sa ating bansa.
Follow question?
Sir, pero are you, if in case na magtuloy-tuloy, sir, yung sa Senate, are you willing to attend or
First time in history ata, nag-attend ng speaker nung last year. Ang problema, in front of me, ano sinabi ni Senator Grilon? No, there's no accusation of wrongdoing. At tignan yung records, kung sinabi ko, nagre-react ako. Sabi niya, no wrongdoings, etc. Kasi yun yung official hearing. Paglabas, sabi, bakit ganito presyo nung ganyan, bakit presyo ganyan. So, issue na naman. And then sabi, ceasefire dahil may SEA Games. O, ano bang nahanap nila? Ano bang anomalya? Ano missing ko? So, ang problema kasi walang cost sa kanila na mamintang o gumawa ng issue eh. Diba? Remember, I was in their position before. I was minority leader from 2010 to 2013. I never criticized the Aquino government unless I had a solution. And I never asked for investigation unless I had proof. When I was in the Blue Ribbon Committee, panon pang GMA yun, I required affidavits para alam ko na may magte-testify. At tanong ko sa kanila. Diba? Fairy tales ang gusto nila eh. So, you know, if that's the kind of politics they want, okay, but they're not helping the country, they're not helping the... Ano bang allegation talaga nila? Diba? Wala lang, parang, ano lang eh, ayaw namin kay Cayetano eh. So, ayaw namin na successful na SEA Games. So, sasabihin nila parati, no, this is not against the athletes, this is not against the sporting community. It is. It is, because reputation natin to eh. Yung sponsor sa sports, bumaba dahil dito. Isipin mo yung isa nating sponsor na world class yung binigay sa atin pang Olympics, eh sinama pa nila sa politika. Eh syempre, protect mo yung brand mo eh. Di ba? So, I don't blame anyone who's criticizing or who wants it to be better or merely reporting it. That's your job. Di ba? But ask the question, tignan niyo po yung coverage ngayon sa US. Di ba? Sinasabi nila, President Trump will but so far, there's no evidence. May kasunod na gano'n eh. Eh, sa atin kasi, hindi gano'n dahil baka mag-complain sila, sabihin nila, bias kayo. But let me ask them public, has any of these critics so far shown a single piece of kikiam? Have they shown a single piece of anomaly or 1 centavo na ninakaw o binulsa? Wala. Diba? Pero magwa 1 year na, gano'n ang ginagawa nilang paninira. Diba? So, I go back to going to the future. We're going to build the National Sports Academy. No, isa ako sa principal authors dyan. Isa ako sa nagbibigay pa rin ng advice sa kanila because I helped build a couple of very successful schools in Taguig during my time. No? Do you think magiging matapang yung mga officials ngayon sa Philippine Sports Academy na bilisan at ayusin ito kung ganyan ang atmosphere sa sports? Even yung mga atleta na iipit sa kanilang NSA, ang daming atleta gusto magsalita for SEA Games, eh kaya lang dahil sa politika sa NSA at saka sa POC, ako lang mismo nagsasabi sa kanila, ay kita lang kayo, but you know, nakita niyo yung mga may dalang flags, di ba? Sila Lito de Vega, yung lahat ng mga athletes sa gano'n. Tanongin mo sa kanila, during that time, may pinagdaanan din sila na politika sa sports. Their only hope is that the next generation less politika, and then the next generation less and less until we have a sporting system, industry, sector in our society that we can actually debate na hindi nagmumurahan. That's one thing about the Senate, by the way. Kaya oposisyon ng administrasyon, bihira mangyari dyan na personalan, kahit nagkakataasan ng boses. Pero nakita ko sa sports, sobrang personalan. Minsan tinatanong ko sa mga nagdidebate sa sports, anong problema sa isa't isa. Sa sobrang tagal nila magkalaban, nakalimutan na nila. When I started out, di ba, talking to them because nga of how namin i-divide yung work sa PISDOC, sa PSC, at saka sa tingnan nyo, yung hosting natin ano ba hosting natin to 5 hanggang ngayon, may kaso pa rin sa Sandigan Bayan. 15 years. Diba? 15 years.
47 million.
For 27 million. So,
Is allowed.
yan ba ang gusto natin or should we just put a better auditing system para makita yung pera, etc. Then hindi, sa Pilipinas gusto mo sirahan yung isang tao, investigasyon, then kaso, then anti-graft, etc. So, you know, konti ang mga taong gusto talaga makialam sa sports dahil nga yung atmosphere na create nila.